My name is Robert Christopher Wayne Weathers. I'm under attack by Scientology. The universe consists of more dimensions than three, like 11 or 12 dimensions. There's a place we can't see. There's more extra space in the universe. Organisms exist in this space. They are upper dimensional organisms. Scientology, well, humans have biology that goes there. We have extra dimensional biology. When we die, we utilize this biology to live on. We move into the extra dimension. Those organisms are dead people. They are dead life forms. They lived on. They died and lived on. Scientology is the practice of utilizing technology and techniques to access this area of our universe before you die. They cleave this biology, this extra biology off of themselves, and they turn it into a surrogate, an extra dimensional vehicle. They drive it, they close their eyes, they can see it, or when they sleep. I used to be an activist on Facebook, very political and religious. A Scientologist seen my works. I'm also an author. I write literature, come up with ideas. I'm a creative. Some Scientologists seen my work. They install gear in my head. They utilize technology. They create a hive mind. It's a sort of telepathy. They can read each other's thoughts, hear each other's internal voices. They can experience each other's emotions. They mind meld. That's what they did to me. They assimilated me into the hive. They put technology inside of my brain. They connected me to other people on Earth and upper dimensional organisms. I did not accept this practice. It made me mad. Some of these people are mean. Scientology produces evil people. They think of themselves as gods. I think this technology is very invasive. It gives them brain damage. It also stimulates their neurology, their brains. For some reason, they become evil. And I think it's the practice of Scientology that leads to this state of mind. Because you remove body parts from organisms, humans and bugs and lizards. They actually cut body parts off of people to create their surrogates. It's extra dimensional biology. That's all they do. Big ones, they got to get down here somehow. They create extra dimensional vehicles out of our biology. They assimilated me at an early age. It's been hell ever since. But I write. I'm part Native American. I'm part Lakota, part Cherokee, and also part British, part French, Moorish, Irish. We have a lot of Irish in our family. They are getting paid for my thoughts. Some rich person is paying the people that install these devices to read my thoughts because I'm a creative and an author. I'm supposedly the savior of the universe because my intellectual property is planned to save the universe. I wrote Crazy Bird comics, Crazy Bird, Thunder Beings, Buffalo Bob. Created the ECA, the Environmental Creation Agency, the government agency consisting of cabinets that pertain to each aspect of our reality. More of that later. I created Divine Currency. They're getting rich off of putting this technology in my mind, in my brain. they're trying to get off of it, get away with it, because they're torturers. They have tortured my biology to pieces using worms. Yeah, they finally gave me worms. I screamed at them every night of my life to get this stuff out of me. I didn't know how they were doing it. I was getting sick. They were reading my minds, and a lot of them are hostile. They're so negative towards me because they committed the crimes against me. They did bad things to me. I'm sick, brain damaged. I'm getting away with this. They're making buku's money off of your mind space. She calls herself Amy and Jeff. I don't know what his real name is. Get it out. Get the mind reading technology out. We're making money. Trillions of dollars. No one's ever seen a Native American right. This is bullshit. Keep on keeping on, Bob. That's the hive mind. They had so much technology inside of me. This technology is supposed to be reserved for grandmasters and special agents. They're giving it to the public. They do this to people that's unaware, especially people they are attracted to. They are all abusing substances. Our government, they are abusing substances, utilizing technology to stimulate their neurology. All of them. They commit crimes against humanity. They're utilizing this Scientology technology to spy on people. If they got a problem with you, they'll give you worms to kill you. They exposed me to this technology, and I didn't accept it. I have extreme PTSD. I can't be in the presence of another person. It stresses me out. I get paralyzed by fear. Start to have dysfunction. Some of them are evil. They harass me. And some of the government agents are creating this like a crime story because I've used drugs in the past. They're using it against me like it's a crime story, like this is about criminal activity. You've been with me since I was young. I was doing nothing wrong. I was participating in politics on Facebook and religion. Very articulate. I changed a lot of things in government. I got some things done. Some people were attracted to it. Some of these people in the hive are hostile. I think it does stem from body parts and letting cops come up here do drugs. These police officers and government agents are up here getting high. They're abusing substances and utilizing technology to stimulate their brains. It's causing psychosis, delusions. See, they are trained to hurt people. That's their job. They're combat professionals. That's all they do. They seek out bad people and hurt them. But now they're in a hive mind. They are connected to a lot of individuals. They're going to do it to other people. All they have done it to other people, Chris. Innocent people, even young people. They do kids and shit. Put devices in their brains and harass them. This little girl talked back to her mama and shot them. They cut her to pieces. Scientology, they're fucked. Just put this on Facebook. So you're in a hive mind. Thank God they removed some devices. They had gear all inside of me, stimulating each part of my brain, every part of it. They're addicted to it. This guy's abusing substances, putting technology in people's heads. And he's not even CIA. Chris, he's UMass. He used to work at Rikers. He's sort of a doctor. He's supposed to be a psychologist, but he's dumb as fuck. See, they let stupid people run the world right now. That's the hive mind. Oh, I'm glad you got that out. I feel so much better. They had technology in me that was making me extremely sick. And I'm already sick. I've been sick for most of my life because of this. This technology is highly invasive. They got to cut your brain open to get it in there to the proper locations to see your thoughts. They also install a screen. It allows you to see each other, see the extra dimensions, or see the movie they're creating. They're utilizing all this information that's being recorded. They're modifying it to act like I'm a bad person, that I need to be punished. But the truth is, they are making money off of me being a philosopher and writing my intellectual property. That's all I do on my time off. On my days off, I just sit around and write, think about the world, think about how to create good environments, think about my intellectual property. They make money off of it. So many of these people have used my ideas. They've been doing it for years, over a decade. I see things in the world and I come up with ideas and they take them. These are marketing companies, tech companies, internet companies, all the rich people, big business, government agencies, the FBI, the CIA, the military. They're all utilizing technology now to create a hive mind. They also spy on people. Well, they're doing it to the general public. They got a dream, Chris. They're going to put gear in everybody so they can see their thoughts. Then they're going to show them stuff on TV. That's what they do to me. Like if I'm sitting here eating a bowl of noodles, they show me a commercial on TV about noodles. Or if I'm drinking a beer, show me a commercial about drinking. They do it all the time. They're going to do this to everybody. The marketing companies, see, they're all involved. Government agencies, tech companies, marketing companies, media companies. They're going to install gear in everybody to try to make money. The government spies on people using these devices. Marketing companies are going to try to sell you things based on your inner thoughts. Oh, look, this guy's thinking about buying a swimming pool. Let's show him a commercial about swimming pools. There's one right there. Look, you can go down to Walmart and get it. That's what they're doing. That's what they're going to do. This all stems from Scientology. This is Scientology's tech. And only grandmasters are supposed to have it. You have to be in Scientology for a long time. You have to have good psychology. They audit you. Psychoanalysis and psychotherapy. Then once you pay your dues and you're in for long enough and you pass all their tests, then you can get this type of technology. These people are doing it rampantly, giving everybody technology, especially these combat professionals. They gave combat professionals the ability to see and interact with everybody in the world. They're hostile. They even do it to innocent people. That's what they're trained to do. Yeah, now we got a bunch of big organisms in the upper dimensions down here destroying people. And then we got these body snatchers, surrogate makers. Oh boy. Oh damn, Chris, you just blew up Yumas. Yumas and Preservision are the two companies that are doing this, and the Lizard Co. They call themselves the Lizard Company. Scientology has gotten out of hand. Kill that hive mind. They've already done it. They've cut his body parts to pieces. My brain don't function like it used to. It all happened pretty recently too. Well, they got him in the amygdala. They started attacking my inner brain and my frontal lobe and my thalamus. I started going downhill really quick. And then my temporal lobe. Well, you attacked my thalamus. They don't want me to feel pleasure or comfort. Like when you get home from a long day of work, you sit down in your chair and oh, it feels so good. All your nerves start to stimulate, and it feels good to lay there. They don't want that to happen to me. They get pissed off because of pettiness, jealousy, and they can see it and do something about it. So they attack my nervous system. Makes me discomfortable, sick. They're infatuated with my sexual organs and my brain and my digestion. Now they're victim shaming me. They're saying it's my fault. How much money have you made off of creating a mind space in my brain. How much money have you made off my brain? Billions or trillions. Rich people, when it started, they started passing money around. We're making good money. It's Preservision. They're not making money off the sun. Yes, they are. Saying it's government. Well, the government adopted this tech from Scientology. If they changed it, they modified it, they made it better. We can put tech in your brain and you never hear about us. Y'all started talking to me right away. Civilians, internet companies, tech companies. I'm not going to name names right now, but that's who made first contact. Because the things you said on Facebook. Well, you're a genius. They wanted to assimilate you into the hive mind. We need to get some of that in me. Intelligence is attractive. You're not as good as you used to be. Oh well. They killed the emotional part of my brain. It's in your thalamus. They took it out. They're all abusing substances, causing psychosis. They get addicted to the same thing over and over and over again. And in this case, it's violence and biology. They deal with biologies. Scientology does. Body modifications. That's all they do. It's turned into some sick, disgusting snuff film. They want to steal my extra dimensional body parts and create a surrogate. They actually took parts of my brain out and stuck it in themselves. A girl named Allison or Ashley, her daddy's in the FBI. She's supposed to be CIA or something. She's Yuma's, Chris. She's got parts of my brain inside of her, and so does Michael. She just said, so does Michael's. They want your intellect, your ability to create. They never seen anyone save the world. They're trying to come up with some narrative that makes me at fault, makes me the bad guy. We were typing away on Facebook. I have a right to participate in politics. Everybody says, no, you don't. Yes, I do. That is communism. What you were doing is communism. Impeding on a person's rights, civil rights violations, attacks against humanity. Then they get physical. It's because this is really physical. They got gear and worms and him up to the watch. I'm glad they took that out. You feel a little bit better. Yeah. Feel a little more calm. My brain's not being stimulated. It feels better. This gear gets you stimulated, yeah. Oh god. I got electricity running through my brains. They're fucking twacked out. Scientology gives you brain damage, bodily damage. And then they stimulate all your nervous system in your brains. And a lot of them abuse substances. That's where all this psychological issues are coming from. Then they call themselves gods. The biggest one calls himself God Almighty. The other ones call themselves demigods. And you got to bow down to them and do whatever they say. They're not third dimensional. You kill them, Chris. This guy's killed a bunch of them. I think it's staged. See, in the part of the universe that they exist, you can see the future. The past, the present, and the future are all happening at the same time. And they transcend that. They can see it. They see the future happening as we speak. Third dimensional science proves it. And if you can get big enough, somehow they expand. Their biologies grow. Somehow they're big. If you get big enough, you can see more of it. You see more of the future, more of the past. It's time dilation, time space dilation. You just killed this motherfucker. They're torturing your biology. This extra biology that we have. Once it's removed, we're supposed to still be connected to it. We are still experiencing it in the third dimension. That's how Scientology works. You cut it off, stick it in heaven, put a few sensors in it, you come up here and exist in heaven. Drive it around before you die. That's the story they're telling me. It's Scientology, Chris. They're getting a lot of people. They kidnap people. torture, abuse, sexual assault, human trafficking, body snatching, surrogate making, and they take over the lives of the people they do this to. They tried to take over mine, and I wouldn't have it. And that's why we're here. That's why they're assaulting me. I do not accept this. It is not natural. It changes my behavior. It makes it worse. It has a negative effect on my behavior and health. Look at me. This is assault. People sticking shit in my brains, in my ears without my permission. Oh, he was a person of interest. That's bullshit. Civilians got to him first. Civilians got to me first. They made first contact. Then the government came. They also put gear in my head. They also made contact. They communicated with me also. You're supposed to be hive mind, brother. You're supposed to be ordained. These people are fucking evil. They put a cop in front of him and he started harassing Chris. That's what really happened. A cop is ordained up here, running his mouth about everybody, and oh, it's so fucking bad. It is so bad what he says to people. Evil, death threats. He's gonna kill you and your family and send them all to hell. Yeah, he cusses a lot. Harassment, bad. You'll never know. They're saying it's all aliens. They worship aliens. Yes, there are aliens in the upper dimensions, in outer space. They have human eyes, though. I think it is part of our biology. We have 12 dimensions. So every 3 dimensions, you get a cleave. Every 3 dimensions, they cleave your biology. And you wind up with 4 biologies. And then you get an alien presence. I don't know if these aliens are real or not. They seem to be helping Chris. That's Scientology. That's what they're showing you is that, yep, since you were young, yep. They made first contact like 12 or 13 years ago. It seems they've already been there. You already had gear, son. Person of interest. He wasn't doing nothing wrong either. No, he wasn't. Said I was hostile on Facebook. I used to participate in politics. Things got heated. When smart people debate, some of us are like that. There were many people doing the same thing in your group. Yep. We use the rules of logic. We don't create logical fallacies, ad hominems, stuff like that. If we do, we correct each other. And we usually wind up as friends. That's why they did it. No, after first contacts, people started coming and talking to me about religion. They didn't like my views on religion because I didn't believe in a God. I'm agnostic. And I'm still agnostic. I don't have the proper evidence to come to that conclusion. God's running. They're planning my death and my afterlife. They're going to torture me to death and then make me suffer in the afterlife, send me to hell because they're irritable and jealous. Religious zealots. I mean, he's been attacked. They have assaulted everything. They got worms in you, don't they? Yeah, he's laughing. Go get him. They destroyed his fucking brain and he's still brilliant. He's still a genius. That's what got you on the phone, Chris. These tech companies like intelligent people. They like talking to him. I just wish he'd calm down. He can't accept your advances. He's got to save the world. He's got to create proper neural conditioning to do what he does. And I've seen him do it. We watched you do that, Chris. That's all he does, too, in his spare time. He researches stuff, comes to conclusions, writes it down, does it every day. And then he yells at these people, "Get the fuck away from me." That's when they come down here, isn't it? Whenever you're studying. Yep, they see how brilliant it is. I want that brain piece. They start cutting your body parts off, sticking it in their own heads. You see God, he's got body parts hanging all off of him. He's got like 15 spleens, 2 hearts, a bunch of limbs, backbones galore. They call him the parts creature. Get him out of here. Get him off here. Oh, now they're getting pissed. Body snatching. They are addicted to it. If you didn't abuse substances and stimulate your neurology artificially, you'd probably see the truth. It is disgusting. It is an act of violence. And he does everybody against their will. And they're coming up with a plan to cleave everybody and give them tech. They call it humanism, preservation. Well, they're going to do everybody in the world. When you die, I don't know. They say when you die, you inhabit that biology. You're already in it. You just can't see it because your third dimensional is stimulated. Well, that's what they think, but we're not going to let them do it because it causes dysfunction. To have your body parts removed causes dysfunction, sickness and diseases. Your organs don't function properly anymore. Your brain don't function properly. Then they stick gear in it. A diseased and sick biology that's just been lacerated, assaulted. They stick a piece of technology in it and stimulate it. It's supposed to correct the issues that body snatching causes. Because you lose nervous system. It's like your sensory perception decreases. Like you were sensing something before, and all of a sudden it goes away. You become less. Making my ear ring. You just pull the phone out. Stop sick shit. You're getting rich off this. They are getting rich big time. Ill-gotten gains. All the feds are going to let them do it. The feds are letting these people body snatch and make surrogates out of unwilling people. Keep this from going up there. This is my only form of defense. They stage combat. They let me attack them. In my mind, I got weapons. I'm a little superhero. I got a little whistle. I can blow them up. Boom. This Michaels guy, he's a guy from the military. He's extremely macho. He's got machoism bad and jealousy and pettiness. He doesn't want me to function properly. He keeps coming down here and assaulting me over and over again. And he gets pissed off. He stays pissed off. Gets irritable. He's on drugs and he stimulates his biology, stimulates his neurology artificially using technology. This girl right here, she's in the Navy. Get out of my house. Get out of my house. I see them and hear them. Scientology has invaded all aspects of our reality in the United States and around the world. They're trying to utilize technology to control the world. It's what rich people do. All this is bullshit. He's getting did in by the CIA. Everybody's on the phone. They even communicate with me in the third dimension. Yes, they do. Subliminally and directly. This guy's fucked. He's taking on Scientology. I have to. What else am I going to do? I bet y'all going to stop after this, ain't you? No. This good doctor, he's going to do it. They're trying to come up with a narrative. See, these people practicing Scientology at UMass, they want an excuse to do this to people. The FBI also wants an excuse to do this to people. They're utilizing their tech to invade people's privacy, to spy on people. So does the CIA and the military. And the police want to utilize it for doing police work. They want to stick shit in criminals, invade their minds, invade their privacy. But it causes dysfunction and exacerbates psychological and behavioral issues. It makes the problem worse. They're going to try to use it to good. See, we can stimulate this part of your brain, and the guy's probably going to do something bad. You're stimulating his neurology artificially. You don't even know what's in there. You don't even know what kind of thought patterns he has. He might have had a very bad life, stressed out and bad. So they're going to go stimulate those memories, give you flashbacks. You start taking this guy and everything blew up. The world ended. People started falling out because it's illegal. Stop driving my worms. That bitch in there in the military. The aliens showed him everything before this started. Yes, we did. We showed him each individual that was doing this to him. So did the hive mind. They're surrogates, Chris. Blue Bloods are running this. You ever seen Blue Bloods? Yeah. That's what they do. They're aliens. They have big brains. Ride around in spaceships. They have elongated faces. Like buck teeth. Say they're human. Those are blue blood aliens. We also have grays. They look more human. They have, so does the blue bloods. Look, when you turn them around, this is Scientology, isn't it? I'm glad he makes these videos. Stop driving my worms. You can't even feel it. Yes, I can. Stop driving my worms. They're planning my death. But they are so disgusting, so evil. They want me to suffer for a long time before I die. They're destroying nervous system, neural tissue, parts of my organs, and my digestion so I don't function properly. They say I'm going to get very, very sick. And eventually they're going to kill me and send me to hell. I've literally been falling over, stumbling around, so dizzy, can't see very good. They do something to help my brain after they do that. People jump down here and try to help me. They stick gear inside of me and use worms to cover up the damage. They use worms like a band aid. We do. Now they're victim shaming me again. That's assault. That's verbal assault. Get off my property. Get off my property. You're on your property in extra dimension. Yep. They've also broken into my house in the third dimension and contaminated me with worms. Oh, we gave you good worms too. Yes, I have several different types of parasites in me, and some they even consider symbiotes. They drink, they absorb the liquids in your body. They don't eat you. That's how they live. They're gummies. They don't do damage. So they're using it to assault the other worms. It's like a war within. The Navy's laughing at your ass. Don't tell her to get out of there. She's by your side. She attacks me too. I don't trust any of these people. I want everybody out of here. So the Navy's here too. That's what they show me. I don't have the evidence to come to that conclusion, but that's what it shows. That's what they show me in my mind. Michael's fucked. He's a death and destruction motherfucker. He wants everybody to suffer. He doesn't want people to have it. If they see you using part of your biology, they're going to chop it off or try to assault it in a way. See this little girl down here laughing the other day at something Michael did. Oh, he got pissed off. He tried to come down here and take it away from her. Started ripping off body parts and shit. These people exist in the upper dimensions. That's what they're showing me. Because she got nanotech. They install this gear. It will. I feel it going and coming in and out. I feel them stick technology inside of me and stimulate it. It doesn't come from my food. I probably do have third dimensional tech. You do. CIA gave it to you to keep your ass alive. Now shut the fuck up. Y'all are going to try to create a narrative in which cast me as a bad person. And try to get away with this. That's what the Navy does. I'm glad you called NCIS. Now there's a report on it. This motherfucker's down here getting attacked by worms. He's also getting saved. Save his ass. I wish I had my health back. I'm sick. My brain doesn't function like it used to. They got tired of you writing. It made them mad, made them rich. People got so rich off of this, watching his inner thoughts. Now they're using his intellectual property. Well, they're going to save the world after crucifying Christ. That's what he does. He comes back and he's a savior. My ancestors were stewards of their environment. They created an environment that was conducive to life. They protected ecosystems, created ecosystems, they protected them. They made the environment better for the life forms that lived in it. Because organisms, life is a product of the environment which you find it in. If it's a good environment, this life form will have good attributes, good properties. It'll be healthy, good behavior, happy. and it will function good, and it will help the other life forms around it. It will be a good environmental variable itself. Now, if you find this life form in a bad environment, it'll have bad health, bad behavior. It won't function properly. Probably be sick and sad and depressed. That's a bad environment. So natives, they created good environments. They create good life forms. That is something we fail to do as a society today. These modern societies that we've created do not create environments conducive to life. They are negative environments. We are so sick and diseased. It's about genetic expression. Your genetics express, the way your genetics express is determined by the environment, environmental conditions. If your genetics express well, and you're healthy, and you're better for the environment. Now, if they express badly, then you're not healthy. You get sick and diseased. And that's what's happening today. We're all obese, malnourished. We have bad psychology, bad behavior. Everybody's sick. That's what the ECA. That's what I created the ECA for. I see how it all works. I understand it. ECA is meant to correct environmental problems, to finally create, turn Earth into a good environment. It's conducive for life. Is that natural or other? Well, we have different races that prefer to live differently. White people prefer to drive cars and to go to supermarkets and get their food, and to go watch football games and stuff like that. Natives, they prefer to live naturally, to get their food from the wild. I think black people are lost. They have been removed from their culture for so long. They're kind of starting over. They're with white people, I think. They want to work for a living, get their food from the supermarket. We want to hunt too, Chris. I can't believe they're doing this to us. It's genius. Yeah, fuck this shit. Stop assaulting me. Stop assaulting me. Get off my property. Get off my property. Stop driving my worms. Ah, they're hurting me. Stop driving my worms because you won't shut the fuck up. I have a responsibility to educate the public on what's going on behind closed doors. The part of our reality that people can't see. You're getting fucked with. These police want to create criminals. They harass people until they mess up. So does the FBI, Chris, and the CIA. That's what they do. Oh, you're big. No, civilians got to me first. They're trying to come up with a story that gets them off the hook from torture and murder and stealing intellectual property. It's your drug use and your technology. And there's no, you think you're above the law. See, people can't see what you're doing. And that's what's really happening. The public can't see what they are doing to people. It happens in an area of our environment that we can't see. So they think they can do whatever they want to. Feds are on drugs. Everybody's running now because they have no overhead. That's what people do, especially these people. They're combat professionals. They're going to get evil on us, Chris. These Scientologists that do body snatching and shit. See, people can't see this area of our universe. That's why it's rampant. They do whatever they want to. I wish I could tell you our real names. This bitch is fucked up. Brain damage. Look at this guy. He's missing half a brain and he's still going because he's pissed off. He stimulated a fight or flight reflex. You get assaulted this morning? Yeah, and they keep telling me they're coming up with a narrative which casts me as a bad person and gets them off the hook. But we had to. We had to keep assaulting him. He was doing bad things. That's a lie. You are into torture. You are a big one, and we are little ones. He tortured me my whole life. Every time I went to sleep, I had a nightmare. He'd make me suffer, feel pain, or make me face my fears like claustrophobia and falling, or have uh, an adversary, somebody hurting me, like running from monsters and stuff. Well, they like that. Ooh. And they made me sick. It's like every time my life got a little bit better or I achieved a goal, something bad would happen, like freak accidents. And there was always another organism involved. They can drive us. Scientologists drive people, insects, dogs, cats. Their gear allows them to make circuits. If you got a big one, you can. If you practice Scientology and you get up there and get real big, you just take a little brain piece off. Well, it takes a little more than that. Have you ever been driven? Yes. A few times. These other organisms hurt you. This military agent, they call him Enoch. He takes flies like a regular housefly. He can drive them around. Military intelligence. CIA does it too. So does the FBI. And they can carry loads of parasites. They'll put a parasite right on you using a fly. Parasite will go inside of you, go up into your brain, kill you. They like the functionality of parasites. We wish everybody had them. They are addicted to it. You need to stop giving these people drugs and take the gear out of their heads. They're not psychologically sound and they have moral issues. The act of modifying another person's biology creates this type of psychological conditioning. They think they can put their hands on you. It is illegal in any dimension. Well, he says, well, I own the upper dimension so well. He calls himself God Almighty, and he goes around doing this to people. Just leave this fellow. This made him shut up. They're so evil. He likes to rub it in my face. Pettiness, extreme psychological issues, irritability, stays irritable, and increased dopamine does that to people. It causes irritability. It exacerbates psychological issues like jealousy and greed and pettiness. He don't want me to have it. They don't want me to be ordained. They think I'm better than them or some way. I don't approve of their practices, and I have the ability to do something about it. I warn the people. And that's what happened right off the get go. They seen all your Facebook posts and everything, and they're like, "Hell no, get this son of a bitch out of here." But people were making money off of you. They wanted your little Native American brain for themselves. They wanted to witness the coming. They call this guy Jesus Christ. His name's Christopher. They keep kissing their Saint Christopher medals while they torture him. They're addicted to it. Dopamine creates adrenaline. Norepinephrine. Norepinephrine is a muscle stimulator. It primes you for movement. Whenever you enhance your neurochemistry, you compel yourself to do things. Whatever you're conditioned to do, you're going to start doing it. You're going to move around and start doing things. You're conditioned to body snatch and put gear in people's heads. You just busted the CIA, Chris. That's what they do. That's part of our environment. I'm going to attack so few people. Chris, you got bugs first for utility. They use bugs, Chris, on us. I even got them. Part of the hive has bugs. We want them to have them. I love my bugs. Chris, we give you massages. They do. After they torture me. And it sucks because it feels good. And this Michaels guy witnesses it. He's in the military. Can you believe that? He's petty and macho. Or he says he's in the military. He's Yumas. Here he comes. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. I'll be your friend. I don't know how it works. They got gearing me up to my wazoo and they keep giving me stimulus. They tell them it's okay to use drugs. It is not. You're supposed to have natural flow states. Like whenever you achieve a goal or do something to enhance your survival, you get a dopamine boost. Like whenever you gather food, it feels good. You get dopamine flow. Whenever you eat it, it feels good. Whenever you get a drink of water and you're thirsty, it feels good. Or whenever you make a shelter, it feels good. That's what dopamine is used for, to help you achieve goals in life that enhance your survival. Wherever you made it feels good. It's not okay to use dopaminergic substances as a maintenance drug. You can't take it every day. Only only for extenuating circumstances. I can't believe this guy's going through this and nobody will make it stop. I've contacted the FBI, the CIA, the military, CDC, Internal Affairs. Nobody's ever gotten back with me. They send drones and planes. I guess just to check on the issue. Do don't they, Chris? Well, they send a helicopter once or twice. They don't like that. Helicopter's gonna come get you. They really send planes? Yep, fly right over top of me. I mean, directly over top of me. I guess to let me know they're there. Don't worry. Oh, you better worry. Run to them, Chris. Go to a government building. Let it happen there. Just hang around outside and watch this son of a bitch destroy it. In the upper dimensions to start cleaving body parts. Well, if he starts cleaving FBI agents, I'll come. He does. They're aliens, Chris. Ask the aliens, do they really exist? Aliens, shut the fuck up. This is the one that kills them. How much money are they making off of it? He's really part Native American. He's really a Native American cyborg. It sucks. I'd rather be natural. Plus, you've destroyed my nervous system and my brain. Now they're going to work on your digestion. You're still digesting food. No, you're not. Not down below. We took all these little blood vessels off of your intestines. First off, they can see what the worms see. In the third dimension, they use visors. They put visors down and use joysticks. That's what they show me. But also to see these upper dimensional organisms making surrogates. They make surrogates up there. They can see my biology, my insides on a very intimate level, on the molecular level. They can see each individual nerve and each blood vessel. They've hurt your brain. My brain is screwed up. They have some kind of devices or some kind of technique to help me function a little bit better. I'm sick. I haven't always been like this. They practiced Scientology on me. Eventually gave me worms. I'm sick and they say I'm about to die. We wouldn't hear you'd be dead. If you wasn't here, this never would have happened. Fuck these people. Chris, smoke you a cigarette. I know you need one. You're starting to stress out. I can feel his biology functioning. I can tell you what he needs. This is fucked up. Don't hit these nerves and knock. He says, yeah. He thinks he's better than you. Pettiness. See, these people never got proper psychological conditioning on earth. They've always been in heaven. As a kid, you're supposed to go through these phases where you learn how to behave properly and get rid of all these issues like pettiness, jealousy, greed. You have them as a child. They never got that. They'd never been around good people. It's all these government agencies and combat professionals. Chris, as soon as the combat professionals came, we started doing this to people. It's their type of psychological conditioning. That's what they're geared for, taking people out. They're good at it. They will drive you crazy and hurt you. He was already high when they came. And for no reason, this son of a bitch started harassing you because he's on drugs. He's on stems. And this technology is stimulating his brain. He won't shut the fuck up, will he? Nope. And he's evil, hostile as fuck. Let me guess, he's that little FBI agent. Yeah, some of these FBI agents went to humans. There they are. They're supposed to be infiltrating the hive mind, but oh, they're getting down. We don't think they can do their jobs anymore. They got brain damage, psychological issues. He wouldn't shut the fuck up, would he, Chris? Nope. They finally turned him off. He harassed this guy badly. Nope. Stupid shit. I don't even remember what all he said. I just remember how stressed out I was. And I remember somebody telling him to stop. One person in the hive kept telling him to stop. Please stop doing this. And she was crying. Please stop. Please stop doing this to him. Please stop doing this to him. Well, the guy has a third dimensional, and he's in the government. He's been chasing me around my whole life because he's hive. We had to come up with a story to make it so because they're making money off of you, Chris. They pull this gear out, their money goes away, and then these rich people that believe in Native American stuff, they want their product. They're turning my mind space, my internal thoughts, into a product for people. People are paying. I ain't gonna tell you, but I know who it is. I know who some of them are. Actors and famous people. They think they're gonna make a big old movie out of this and get book deals out of it. They're keeping me alive for some reason. They're planning my death. Nicotine helps with stress and nerve damage. It's a depression that calms your nerves way down. You know, they can do things to my brain. I just did it. I tell them about it. They can do things to my brain to make me not be able to feel my nicotine. They can pull particles out of my brain somehow. See, when you're dead, people are magical. The aliens, they grew us. They help us grow. They can help our biology on a molecular level. They can control our DNA. That's what lizard people are, Chris. They come down here and help the human race. They mess with our afterlife. They don't interfere with our third dimension. I don't know why. I think they used to, Chris, in old ancient days. There's ancient texts talking about aliens interfering with the human race. I think Scientology happened. I think they cleaved a few third dimensionals. When you cleave a third dimensional, you still get energy transferred to the extra dimensions. We're still connected to our biology. What they do is they take this extra dimensional biology off of a person, they turn it into a surrogate for said person, and let them go up into outer space. But you still get energy transfer. Particles shoot off of you and go straight up, and they grow. They get big. I think some of these ancients got too big and they cleaved us. They cleaved the whole earth with their hands. So they can cleave things. So this pen, say it has 12 dimensions. Say an organism came down here and it has 4 through 12. He can reach down here and cleave it right off. Cleave the extra dimensions off of it. I think that's what happened. I think so, that's why we don't see Anunnakis and aliens anymore. That's what we are. Aliens turned us into Anunnakis. A light breathing demon with horns on his head flies through outer space and does magic. That's what they show me. I don't know the truth. I don't have the evidence to come to that conclusion. But I felt it. They allowed me to feel my extra dimensions whenever this first started. They even ordained his ass. He went up to outer space. Michael's chopped him to pieces. He don't want you to exist. Machoism. I don't know. Some men are like that. They see another guy succeeding in life. They want to take him down. White people shit. White people do it in society. They don't want each other to succeed. It means less for them. They got to climb the ladder, and if you're on it, you're an obstacle. They got to take you out. And they're all conditioned to do this to us. Not all of us, Chris. They seen you succeeding. Other people put me on a pedestal. They said this guy's going to save the world. They held me in high esteem. This guy's seen it. He don't like it. Hell no, I'm the best. You know what he did? He cut parts of my body off, stuck it in himself, and he became the savior of the world. He keeps saying, "People of Earth, blah blah blah." He's going to save the planet. This is so fucked up because that is Michael's. He's government, military, intelligence, and he's stupid. They attacked me for nicotine use. They attacked me for eating. They attacked me for drinking. He's not a criminal. The guy works himself to death. He does drugs sometimes because he's got brain damage and he hears voices. I bet it helps, don't you? I bet you calm way down whenever you smoke weed or drink some beer. It helps me. Helps with the anger. Helps with my stress levels. And it helps me function a little bit better. My pain goes away. I'm in pain right now. They're covering it up somehow, but you still get that stimulation, dysfunction. Your organs and your biology isn't functioning properly. They got worms on your brain. They're going to cut this guy to pieces. Yep, we're going to make a big deal out of it and call him a criminal and call it a day and get filthy rich. We're going to use their intellectual property to save the world. Crazy Bird Properties is already a thing. They keep pouring money into it because this guy's worth it. He's good for it. When they put me in the hive 13 years ago, some people got pissed. I have PTSD and I didn't appreciate what you were doing to me. So I yelled at them. I got mad. They didn't like that very much. I was supposed to be all accepting. Oh, you're hive now. You're supposed to be one of us. Come be our friend. Cutting my brain out and sticking shit in me. And I started seeing things and hearing things. And these people were being evil to me. I had a cop on my ass for no reason. I was stressed out. So it pissed everybody off. It got them in a psychological state where I was an enemy now, enemy of the hive. But they won't take me out. They're making too much money. Oh, he's rich. Just come here and get your money. Come on, little buddy. You are. You made so many people a lot of money. It's high my bullshit. Scientology. Chris, post this. I don't want you to lose it because they're about to kill you. You let me fight back. This Michaels guy, he comes down here and assaults me, and I hit my weapon, and he's been making it hit me. I hit my weapon and it hits me. So you know, that's so funny because he can see the future. He goes up there and watches the future, what's going to happen today. He comes up with a plan to hurt me. This Michaels got spot. Was a cop that got under. First, it was surrogate making, or they call them constituents. They mind meld with you. Sometimes they drive you. They drive their surrogates. Sometimes we're still in it when they drive us. We got to experience everything we go through. Everything they do. And what if they run you off a cliff? I've seen it happen. I've seen these people create surrogates. It's not funny, Chris. We're fucked. Random people too. They're going to hell. They're going to wake up suffering. They don't know why. When they die, they're going to wake up suffering. They're giving you gear, Anthony. I think they've been helping me a little bit today. Well, they really did it yesterday. This girl named Beth from NPR, she drove a worm right through my screen. I appreciate it too. God damn, that thing was destroying the planet. But she does it too. She also assaults me. She's religious to it. She's the one that's going to make the money off of all this intellectual property. Don't say her name. She's right here. She's keeping her mouth shut today. We're about to do you in. Get your ass to the CIA. I hope he's not dead when he gets here, because I'm going to light his ass up. I'm going to fix your ass. People are really waking up in the office. Yeah, the big ones, they make surrogates and drive them right down here in a hole. They created a hole in space time right on my property. And then we fight. They make us fight. I think that's really what happened to the world. These big ones make us fight each other for fun. That's their source of entertainment. Motherfuckers doing torture on you for fun. Yeah, part of it's a snuff film, part of it's the ECA, part of it's environmental creation. They're part of it's Crazy Bird Comics, part of it's Wartech. They do worm play. They play angels and demons sometimes, where the demons come down here and try to hurt me, and the angels try to save me. Then when I do get assaulted, lacerations, they try to fix me. What they do is they'll cut me. Then they'll take another worm. They call them jellies. They don't have teeth. They'll drive it over the laceration and kind of hold it down like a band-aid. That's what they do. It did this to my brain a lot. I have bagworms, A-worms, kingfishes, jellies, amoebas. I have other worms they call, and I have some kind of, they call it an alien surrogate, alien parasite. I don't, people think this is funny because you're still functioning and you're dead. They can somehow cover it up and make you function again. This is good for society. You're dead. No, it's not, because you're on Facebook. So we have tools on Facebook that allow us to deal with other people, like block buttons, or we can take your Facebook down if you're causing too much fuss. We can't, Chris, because you have rights. Fuck these people. We're gonna kill them after this one at a time. Crazy Bird story goes on, but you're gonna wait till after he dies before you do it. Dereliction of duty. This is hostile confrontation. So police do. They show up in your environment and harass you until you mess up. Oh, now they have an excuse to do it to you. So they harass you some more, get you to mess up some more. That's what they do from up above. I sit and watch them do it every day, and they make money doing it. I'm gonna post this video and make another one. Well, they're sitting here waiting. As soon as I take this video down, they're gonna do something to me. Get off of my property. I don't care who you are. Get off my property. Get away from me and my biology. Get off of my property. Get off of my property. You're not welcome here. This is private property. You are trespassing. This is home invasion. This is home invasion. Get off of my property. Even in the 12th dimension, bro, it's home invasion. Fuck these aliens. Aliens done it. Even back in the old times, Chris knows. He knows about ancient people too, and I think that's what happened. They cleaved some of us, and we still had third dimensionals, and we got big. Cleaved the fucking planet. Everything's sick and fucked up, and they're still using Scientology. They're trying to make money off of this. That's what they do. They're Scientologists. Out of their fucking mind. Our modern societies don't create good psychology. We're all supposed to be extremely smart and moral, and it's not hard to do. It's not hard to make somebody smart, especially when you get them from an early age, to create high intelligence in people. Everybody, no matter what, as long as you're not like even autistic people, They can have 140 plus IQs easily. That's lower grade school stuff. By the time you get out of high school and receive a college level education, everybody could have 180 or 200 plus IQs. And that's everybody. And we can teach good morality. Good morality is a given. It's like an evolutionary trait. Whenever you hurt another organism, that's hurting the environment. You have to treat each organism with respect, even the ones you eat. Clean kills, and you got to treat them properly. Take care of the population. That's what natives do. That's ancient wisdom. He's full of shit like this, especially about the environment. And I think it's his genetic disposition that does it to him. There's little Indians in there. My entire life, I've seen the state of the world, and I've seen how money did it. Money's doing this to us. There's no reason for us to turn our resources into garbage. That's what we do in consumerism. We turn resources into garbage, and the quality of our products become less and worse and worse and worse. Like the produce you buy in grocery stores, they are not full of vitamins and minerals. It's just pulp. It's grown in a in raped soil that's been depleted, and they use artificial chemicals to get them to grow. Barely. Food. The ancients, they created good soil. They put plant matter, organic matter like wood and grasses and stuff into the soil. They allow bacteria and earthworms and stuff like that to exist. And funguses. Funguses have a relationship with all plants. The mycelium attaches to the root system and feeds our plants vitamins and minerals in exchange for a little bit of sugar. But the plants become highly nutritious under conditions like this. You can taste the difference. You eat a vegetable that's been grown in good soil, it tastes so good and it nourishes us very well. You go to the grocery store and get one, it's not as good. It's bland. I feel a little bit better. They've been helping me today. He said we'd give you a good day, kill you tomorrow. Well, how do you think a person's going to act if they're being tortured their whole life, constantly getting death threats, and and sending them to hell? The threat of sending someone to hell. They're probably going to go around hurting people. They're going to become bad for the environment. He gets off the hook. I don't know what. He's saying, yes, we got this mother. Not you, him. This Michaels motherfucker's going to come down here and do it. All he gets is kill. This is one for the USA. They're trying to make me a bad person. He's a white nationalist. He hates black people and natives. They shut up when you do this, don't they? You're not going to make him into a bad person, man. Your comic book's going to hell. This girl from MPB, she's writing her own comic book. They call it Crazy Bird Bob. Where I commit crimes and a police officer comes down here and punishes me, assaults me, over and over and over and over and over again. Because her lover is Jeff, this guy that's been assaulting me for 13 years. Shut the fuck up. We don't care. This guy can say whatever the hell he wants to. It's Scientology, buddy. Accessing the upper dimensions on people. It's home invasion and assault. It's illegal activity. They commit identity theft after this. The government's involved. They can do whatever they want to. They can come to the hospital and get take your body when you die, and then stick another person there, and let him come out. And that's really what they want to do. It's going to be you, Chris. We don't know so much anymore. Are they really planning it? That's what they say. They're going to kill your dogs too, and your family members. They're all going to hell. These Scientologists, they have the ability to control our afterlife. You're supposed to be whole until you die. Did we really get cleaved in ancient times? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't have the evidence to come to that conclusion. That's what it seems like. The aliens have always been here. They're eating people. We're not. We got shit around our neck that gives them nutrients. It's Scientology. They're feeding us to the aliens. You gotta get meat somehow. Fuck this shit. They created the aliens, Chris. They wasn't here before. They're just humans that got cleaved. That's what the aliens are. You pull their upper dimensional. Aliens are eighth dimensional. They got cleaved, Chris. Their upper dimensionals came off. They look like aliens. Chris, shut up. Don't put this on YouTube. That's God talk. But he's a torturer. People put you in a hive. Worst turn to worst turn to worst. They're stupid. They have very low IQs and they're trying to get off for murder and torture. Oh, his whole family's going down too? Will you go down with them? We're going to kill this God motherfucker. He keeps coming down here and saving your life and he turns around and does it again. He has fun doing it. So does his constituents. They chop him to pieces and come down here and try to sew him back together. Over and over and over and over again. Who gave God a flow state? Why does he have gear? That's a Scientologist, Chris. He's not God Almighty. He exists in a place where space and time doesn't matter. That's why he says he's always been here. Because he sees the whole thing. He does bugs and shit. That guy's not a Scientologist. He's an upper dimensional organism. Why do you got an infatuation with Chris? Is what I want to know. Are you making money? You gonna get you a good comic book story out of this? I bet it cast him in a bad light. And I bet the real one is about worms and shit. And trying to save the USA. I'm not a terrorist. I want to help the government. I actually want big government. I want our government to control every aspect of our lives, but to do it properly. Like to give us good homes, smart homes. I want a big computer screen in the wall for everybody with biometrics for communication purposes and for psychological conditioning and some for entertainment. I want everybody to have smart desks. I want schools to be extremely technologically advanced, like the desk. Maybe you can pull up a screen, computer screen. Or we're gonna do that at home now. That was one of my ideas. We can give every kid a desk at home, right in their living room, right in front of their computer screen. They can be homeschooled. We like that better. Just for the school buses. Get it screws the schools. And we could put people on their computer screen. Just psychological conditioning. You don't realize you're a product of your environment. They are too. That's him talking. Oh, you made him smart, Chris. Talking about psychology and the environment and drugs. Now they're going to take it and save the world. You see what happens after this. He goes to hell. He starts coming down here and chopping us up, and we got to take him out. Obama's happy. Look, he says he does drugs. That's his business. What CIA says. That's his business. He's been sick his whole life because of this shit. His daddy beating him, and then this Scientology bullshit. I have extreme PTSD. I used to smoke weed and drink, and every once in a while, people would. I'd do a hard drug sparingly. People around me did them. My neighborhood, my neighbors, my friends. I didn't do them for a long period of time. I didn't continuously do them. I'm not doing anything right now. I'm sober. They attack me when I do something, anyways. They're trying to come up with every excuse they can. The cat to call me a bad person. That's what sucks so bad about this. I want to make another video.